Sick of the mundane, switch off your brain. Join Matt, Sam and Rick just to get a good kick out of you and I. Somewhere close to average, it's the Dimbers Show.
Welcome to the Dimbers Show. I'm your host Matt, joined by the dynamic duo.
Do you want a joke?
To my right, Sam.
Do you want a joke?
And to my left, Rick. Sorry, AI's not giving me one.
Okay.
Get ready for an
That was the
engaging
joke,
journey
dynamic
through
duo.
the world of entertainment, news and insightful discussion. Let's dive into the Dimbers life together.
You can tell AI's never listened to the show, can't you?
Yep.
Well, shall I get a joke in now?
Insightful.
Just-
We're
Talking
off.
about AI.
What did the elephant say to the naked man? No.
These are not AI jokes,
No,
are
they're
they?
not AI jokes.
No, AI's obviously not a fan. Because if you have listened to that intro and you're expecting anything insightful, or what else was it? Insightful, humorous. It's going to be none of the
That's
above.
fair to share,
No.
right? I've given the punchline now.
So we're not doing a jokes episode.
Let them.
It's still-
We're doing AI.
Do you want to hear the joke? I'm
back's
giving this one.
finished.
What did the elephant say to the naked man? I think you were in mind with this one.
Go for it.
How did you breathe through that tiny thing? Doesn't get it. It's a
Incredible.
trunk, Rick.
What did AI think of that joke?
Great.
Yeah, ChatGPT says good.
Yeah.
I'll leave the
Thumbs
jokes up.
from Chat
Double thumbs up.
GBT.
So to start with, we are going to have a for and against monologue. No interruptions during the monologues, please.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
As to the pros and cons, should we, shouldn't we? Is AI the enemy? Isn't AI the enemy? What team were you on? You were team
Against.
AI.
100%.
So
I'm
let's
team
start.
against.
Let's start with for AI. Let's hear it.
Oh, just straight in.
I literally just said what's going to happen. You've got to get his notes up.
Hey,
Turns out
Siri-
there is no reason to use it.
Siri, what are the pros of AI? I would say the biggest benefit for AI for me is the removal of human error. For high volume data entries and things like that, there's a lot of room for human error, and sometimes, that can be catastrophic. Okay. You eliminate a lot of that human error, which also, as well as eliminating.
Now let me tell you this.
Because I'm not going to say that you don't need the humans anymore, but when those humans are making decisions, they can make them based on more informed decisions. They don't have to spend all their time crunching the numbers. They can get on with the raw stuff, getting down to the research, getting down to whatever it may be, and let AI take care of the numbers stuff. So I would say the biggest for me for AI is removing human error and saving time, of course. That for me would be the big push for AI. But
Okay,
you've got
thank
humorous uses as well. Like
When do I
telling
flip the
jokes and
table?
Stuff. But
Ideally
that would be my
don't.
opening.
Don't flip
No,
the table.
keys are on here now. So
Vote
I'm a
AI.
fighting man.
Vote AI 2024.
okay, and
Couldn't even make eye contact with me through that whole thing.
I
So you
was
don't
speaking
believe
to
it
the-
yourself.
I was pitching myself.
don't-
to
you
the
were looking at me
audience.
most of the time.
You don't even believe it yourself.
I've got my own opinion that I've already made. You're not going to change it.
To the right honourable gentleman, I say this.
You big dosser.
Let's stick with this. In 1984, a cyborg sent back in time from the year 2029 arrives with the mission to kill Sarah Connor. The woman destined to be a mother of John Connor, a resistance leader that will ultimately threaten Skynet, the AI despot overlord of 2029. That's basically it. Yeah, they're going to take over the world, aren't they?
Carry on.
That is
I think what Sam's
disrespectful.
saying here, yeah.
You're going to take over the world. I mean, that's one part of my argument.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, which is a bit more serious, because that's a bit of a
They're
prank,
not going
bit
to
of a
take over. Sorry, I don't want. Is this still your opening monologue?
It's still my opening.
Yeah,
No,
no,
you
it's still
pu-
the
pu-
opening monologue.
Sorry.
so-
Please, let me finish. The other more genuine side is where they get their inspiration from. Like if I go on an AI generator and say, I want you to write me a song in the vein of Slipknot, and they write me a song that's
You've
Slipknot.
charmed me. You've won the debate.
Thanks, that's it.
Really ever-
See
I
you
mean,
next
there
week.
was no debate. But
Oh, sorry.
it's just
That's my only genuine.
Okay.
I mean, the AI taking
So
over.
you're
could-
worried more about the long term. You're not necessarily a problem with AI itself. More the consequences of what could happen with AI.
Not even that, yeah, it's a tiny bit, but more I'm worried about the people that are being exploited.
Does AI have the capacity by itself though to enslave the nation?
I don't know. We're not there yet.
not yet.
No,
I
but
mean-
someone has to.
As of
tell
right
it
now,
what to do
someone
at some
has to
point.
tell AI what to do.
Yeah.
In America,
At
I'm
the
sure they
moment.
said they've come up with certain things. They've made their own language. AI, not the Americans, although
Would it be such a bad
and
thing?
they came
Could
out
they
and
do
said
any worse job at running?
they came out
the
and said about they need to have regulations in place because
Mm.
otherwise things. But my bigger concern is the T-shirt you're wearing now for say.
Yep.
If I was
Oh,
to
in a
go on
T-shirt?
ChatGPT and say, create me a T-shirt with death on it.
Yeah.
If I get a T-shirt that looks 90% like that because AI's gone on the website, it's gone on the interwebs, and it's used that as inspiration, should he get a cut from me selling that? Technically, no, because there's no
AI
real
opens
copyright.
up a lot of grey areas.
And look at me, I've got a lot of grey.
Yeah. Look at me.
Look me in the eye.
Weird.
I see.
I've got
But
grey.
is that not what
I've got enough.
legislation is for?
Yeah, but
There
how do
isn't
you
any yet.
enforce
No, but we
it?
can put that in.
It's hard enough to enforce copyright now, right?
Think how long it took them to put legislation.
No, but there's the
in
same
about
sort of
Facebook.
things. You could say the same for sort of food hygiene standards and things. You could say without regulation, food hygiene
no,
can
but
be
that's
terrible.
That's
But
not
you
someone
put the same
being
things into
exploited
place.
for their ability and
If
their
you say
creation.
don't make AI that's going to take over the world, don't do it, then they won't do
They're
it.
focusing on the taking over the world a bit more than.
I thought that was the issue.
No, I said the exploitation.
Copyright infringement.
Yeah, because how can you say, well, no, I didn't. That guy didn't make it. I can get inspiration from
Have
that.
you
T-shirt.
used the Photoshop AI?
No,
I've had a go. Have you used it?
You've seen his TikTok.
Yeah. No, I've got it. I've
Yeah,
got
he's
it.
used it on TikTok.
Oh, he's seen it on the TikTok.
No, he has been on
I have
TikTok.
used it. Bear in
Yeah,
mind
I've
what-
used. I've
bear
got
in
it.
mind what I do for
Like,
a job.
follow and
I've got
subscribe.
it. I've got
I've
the
used it
beta.
for
It's
my
got a
job,
white
yeah.
logo instead
So you're
of
not
a
even
blue
doing
one.
your own work, and you're being paid for that.
I've never used it for work purposes, but I've used the generative fill to see what it did, and it didn't do a brilliant job.
No.
It certainly didn't do a good a job as the TikTok.
Oh,
led
I've
me to
used
believe.
like
wasn't great.
It's a piece of software called Midjourney.
Yeah, I know Midjourney.
which
Yeah, you give
is
it the
a
instructions.
AI art
Yeah,
creator.
yeah, it was
But
on
even
Discord
then,
originally.
So
wasn't
what it does, it goes through. It's got access to certain stock websites that it will pull reference images from. Can't draw hands though.
You can see its thought process, AI, when it draws something. For example, you ask it to draw, I don't know, you say the Grim Reaper. You can see where it gets. If you said a Grim Reaper in a graveyard holding candy floss, you can see where it's going to draw. It's going to draw
That's
it
an
from-
awful design
well,
idea, Rick.
obvious. It would be awful.
So I think you'd be fine. I don't think you'd exploit anyone because
My worry, and I would agree with you on this one, is I wouldn't want, and I made a point in my opening monologue about it, is I would not want AI to replace people.
I want them to replace you.
It's going to replace some jobs, but that I hope would free those people up to do other things. Because if you're currently spending 50% of your time data entering instead of doing something else,
I mean, they're coming over here. They're taking our jobs, and they're not even working.
Working. How they do that? That's what they do. If he wants to come on, by the way.
Some of them.
There's a lot of people we can get on from YouTube.
Yeah.
Not walking away.
Although that
GPT
guy,
to
the
come and
Dimbers,
get
have got
them.
more hosts than he has teeth.
Yeah.
No,
we're not taking a
think
wheeze.
with those things. Well, I can't really make an argument now. That I would say that you can get around a lot of those worries with strong regulation.
You say that.
and laws.
Let me give you my third point. 11 years later, Connor and her son are attacked again. Multiple attacks.
Waves. The Matrix. Waves.
Yeah, but this hasn't actually happened. I should point out.
No, that's because it's 2029, Rick. We're not there yet.
Well, we're close.
Well,
How
When's
close
this
are we?
going out?
Hopefully,
6 years.
Hopefully before 2029.
I thought we were doing one a year.
Do you want me to continue? There's been multiple films. There's more than two.
Yeah, go on. I'm happy for the back and forth. I'm happy to be convinced.
No, we won't. We'll leave Skynet for now because I don't
Do you
know.
see any
We might get done
benefits
for
in what I
copyright.
said in time saving?
Oh,
time
yeah, I love
management?
AI. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right. Well,
Anyone who stays at an Airbnb that I've put a description on, I
Yeah.
did not write that.
yeah, it's good for that sort of thing.
Oh, yes.
But would you trust its creativity?
well, I read
These
it before.
people who write school essays, for example.
Oh, yeah. I've
and
used
they've
it to
written
write.
the entire essay.
I've used it to
in
write letters to
ChatGPT.
landlords.
Yeah.
I've
And
write
how's
all
it done? How's it performed?
Great. It makes
Because
me
as I've
sound well
just said,
smart.
the AI on Photoshop is not the best. In my
No,
experience,
but
it hasn't been great.
You heard the intro. They're very good at using descriptive.
Adobe are doing their own Firefly, which is a completely separate AI system.
Well, but they'll probably need it because you can see, like I said, you can see its thought process, but it's not nailed it. But text, I will admit, have you seen that episode of South Park?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
That's what I do with Kirsty.
yeah. I expected at the end of that written by and it to just say
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, but yeah, I can see your worries, I can see your concerns, I hear them, but I do think you can get around a lot of it with some good laws and stuff. I think as with the internet, because you could say the same thing for the internet. The internet's got a load of terrible things
Has
that it could lead to.
No, I get some great messages
But-
in on Twitter.
The pros, I believe, outweigh the cons.
The bros?
The pros.
Hey, bro.
The pros and the pros and the pros.
The bros outweigh
I
the
believe
cons.
outweigh the cons
Bro.
in this matter. I believe it does more good than harm.
Okay, well, for the next episode, how about we replace you with Chat GPT?
Well, I said before...
I've already done it.
Okay.
I said,
So
hey, Rick, it's been a blast having you on the Dimbers Show, but it's time for you to dim out for now.
witty.
Thanks for your
I take
awesome
it back, apparently.
contributions, and we'll catch you next time.
No.
When's next time? Do you want me to write a resignation letter?
No need,
on
we're taking it
ChatGPT?
verbally.
There's no point you've already
Taking it
accepted.
verbally.
We don't-
There's no HR here. You're
We don't need
Oh.
you to resign. You've
Do
just
we
been
need,
sacked.
do any of us need to be here though? Because we did say before we came on air. I don't think we were on air. We might be, depending on how it's edited. Is we said, given that we've recorded multiple hours now of audio, of literally just audio, us talking, surely Chat
who's Jack?
GPT
Jack
could
GPT.
do. What is the GBT? What is that?
It's GPT.
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 Great British Time.
You said it was P.
Yeah, but you was MB.
G.
I'm thinking
Should
of
we get- I'll
I'm
ask
thinking
AI.
GMT, the time
G
zone.
for
I'll ask
giraffe.
Chat GPT what it means.
Yeah, what is it? What does it mean?
P for Peter,
I'm thinking of Greenwich Mean Time, aren't I?
and T for
GMT.
Timmy.
GMTV.
Are you ready?
Yeah?
Chat. You know that bit?
I got that bit. yeah.
Generative pre-trained transformer.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
You learn something new here every day.
Yeah.
GPT.
But as
We
I was saying, I'm sure that could do a pretty good job of doing an episode. If we said...
Do you know that just reminded me of then? When it was like that his brother, his sister, GPTT.
Don't know what you're on about.
Face Jacker.
I didn't watch much Face Check when I was younger. I was too busy going out being cool.
LM.
Look, Sam, I don't mind that you haven't seen it, but there's no need to lie to us.
I'm not lying to you.
What I'm
means-
saying
means
is, though,
laughing
I'm
my
pretty sure if
bloody
we
arse
typed
off.
into the chat GMTV, we could say, write us an episode, an hour-long episode.
It's going to be a
3
long episode.
people
We've already done.
Use our voices. Surely it's
started
going
the
to do a
timer.
pretty good job, because I've seen videos online of like Elon Musk supposedly talking of.
He is a robot, so yeah, supposedly talking.
of
to
these,
him.
and sometimes it's difficult to tell if it's them or not.
Are they free AI apps though? Because
No, you
a
can
lot
tell
of the
the
free
paid
stuff,
ones. Yeah, I know
a
that-
lot of the free stuff ain't going to do that. But if you want Michael Jackson singing Frozen, you're probably going to.
Some of those, have you heard the Eric Cartman ones?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him.
Are you not?
Nah.
Oh, the rasp, the passion in
Have you
his
seen
voice.
the guy who just plays guitar and does the voice?
No,
He's better than the AI.
because
Even looks good.
AI. I mean, that sort of thing. That's fun uses.
Right.
That's not.
Got
you
the
know.
script written.
Okay.
Oh, already?
Oh yeah,
Let's
they
do
don't
it. Do
mess
I need
around.
the script as well?
No.
Oh, I've been sacked, haven't I? Sorry. I'll just sit back. You go.
You can be the listener.
I'll have some strawberries.
I'll give you. There's intro music.
Just imagine I'm
hasn't
at
done
home
the
on
intro
my
music.
YouTube,
Okay, Matt.
and I'm listening to the episode.
You
I'll
read
say,
here,
what's
Matt.
this
You read
Dimbers?
that? Is that
I'll
big
have a
enough for
listen to that.
So imagine the music stopped.
Am I changing the title to?
No, you read exactly what
Oh,
this
okay,
says.
Yeah, it's rubbish.
Because you didn't tell it was a Dimbers
Should've
show.
watched
No,
Mr.
no,
Beast
no, you
instead.
tell
Welcome to another exciting episode of The Art of Storytelling,
Close enough.
the podcast where we dive deep into the world of narrative and
Hang on.
creativity.
I clicked the Dimbers
I'm your
video.
host, your name.
I'm glad you said that.
And
yeah.
today, we have a captivating hour ahead of us as we explore the magic and power of storytelling. So grab your favourite drink, settle in, and let's embark on
I'm
this
ready.
storytelling journey together.
So what's the
Thumbs
next one?
down.
We haven't finished yet. There's an hour
Oh,
to go.
sorry, sorry.
You keep. It's going to take a lot longer if you don't. Do you
This
wanna
is
go
the
just- We'll
internet.
jump straight to the outro.
I've got a
There you
short
go. Outro
attention
music.
span.
Yep.
There you go. No, just do that. Do the last tagline.
Until next time, keep telling your stories, keep listening, and keep breathing.
Breathing.
Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Great advice. Great advice. Keep being inspired by the magic of storytelling. Goodbye and stay creative.
So what have we learned here?
Feel
Absolutely
free to
nothing. What
adapt
happened
and
to the
customize
story?
this script
No,
to
that's
suit
not-
your. Oh, sorry.
Exactly. What we've
Your
learned
free
here.
trial will expire in 7
What we've learned here is
Where
they
was
can
the
wait this.
story?
They
we
can write
skipped it.
but
I'm not.
won't
we're
be
not-
us.
Well, also
What if you say,
He can't
write
read,
a quick
so-
story about Rick, Matt and Sam doing a podcast? We don't want it to be too long. We can keep up the chat here.
go on,
because-
you go. Right.
But okay, so you've got to remember, right? So AI will have a look at what we've done and work out our personality. You didn't know I was going to do that, did you?
Way
Jesus
too loud.
You didn't know I was going to do that. AI's not going to know that I was doing that. I think I'll knock the lid off Lurts.
Anyone watching, if you could call Childline,
Yeah.
that'd be great because there are
Neighbours are
small
knocking at the
children.
door.
Yeah, but you didn't know that I was going to do that. So how's AI going to do that? You lose the passion.
To be fair, I was
There's no
pretty.
passion.
I was
no
pretty
aggression.
confident you were going to do that. To be fair,
So I've written.
I didn't expect
why
the
did you
banging on
jump
the
then?
table.
I'm
gonna flip it in a minute.
Man.
Write a 5-minute story about Matt, Rick, and Sam. Do you want to know what the title is?
Yeah.
So it's already this is how you know it's
It's not-
faulty.
Yeah. Okay.
This is how you know there's something wrong. It's not quite there. The Unlikely Brotherhood.
Oh, Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Two of them.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
he's
it's not
not
that
unlikely for a
unlikely
start
because,
here, Poop. You've both come
Hardly
out
unlikely.
of the same
yeah,
human.
Yeah,
so
okay, that's fair enough. Yeah.
guaranteed.
No, but that's okay. Let's
Are
go
you
with
reading
it.
it or do you want me to
Oh,
read
yeah, I
it?
can't be asked to read
Do you want me
it.
to read it?
No, no,
I
I'll
haven't
read
read
it.
Rick hasn't read
yet. I
anything.
wanna
Let
go.
Rick read.
Oh, yeah, but what if he struggles to read because
Yeah,
he's
let's
not
talk
got
about
his readers on?
Are you allowed to touch apples? Because you're a bit of a...
Is it in English?
No, it's in German.
Because I can't read.
It's in German. Eat a strawberry first.
Once upon a time, in a small, tight-knit town,
And that was a show.
Willowbrook.
We're about to find out why Rick
Oh, we're
doesn't
in
host.
Willowbrook.
Where's that?
There lived 3 individuals whose paths were about to cross in the most unexpected way. You're listening to Audible. Matt, Rick, and Sam were
Not
as
a
different
sponsor.
as they could be. It's not far off. Here we go.
They
Matt
normally are quite
was
close.
the town's quiet Oh, no, stop. Hang on a second here. Matt was the town's quiet, introverted librarian. He spent his days
Love it.
surrounded by books, finding solace
pan the
in
camera
the
around?
world of literature. His life was orderly,
In the world of
and he
literature,
rarely
in one
ventured
literature.
beyond the comfort of his library.
Just the one literature.
Only Middle
actually.
Earth.
Rick, on the other hand,
Was a
was
piece
the
of
polar opposite. He was the charismatic owner of the local cafe,
Well, we've put
known
these names
for
in the
his
wrong order.
boisterous personality and endless stories. Rick's cafe was the town's social hub,
We've got these in the wrong order. haven't we?
and he seemed to know everyone's name and their favourite coffee order. I have worked in a
Oh.
coffee shop,
That's
It's not
actually
too
me,
far
and he's
off.
just swapped the names.
and
around.
you do own a book.
I'll double check it afterwards. Make sure he's
We
not
haven't got to
kidding.
you yet, Sam.
I'm not in there.
Sam
Was it vegan?
Sam was the local butcher. And then
children.
there was Sam, a talented musician
I smashed it. Bang
who had
on.
recently moved to Willowbrook.
Sounds about right.
Sam was a bit of a loner,
100% nailed it.
spending hours each day composing beautiful melodies on his guitar
Smashed it.
in a secluded corner of the town park. Pop into the cafe. No worries.
Next, I'm a loner.
I'll give you a gig.
I'm
I'll
a
give you
loner.
a gig.
Don't want to give him a loner.
One sunny afternoon. How are we doing for time, by the way?
We keep
This is not
going.
that
No,
long.
we didn't start the timer.
One sunny afternoon,
2 hours
as
in.
fate would have it, Matt decided to take a break from his books and visit Rick's cafe. You're welcome anytime.
So you're the
Just
hub.
keep it down though, because it's
You're the central hub yet.
Yeah.
No librarian has been there yet.
He had heard about Rick's
musician.
legendary coffee
Don't drink coffee.
and was in need of a change of scenery. The
Come
cafe
to the
was
pub.
bustling with people, chatting, laughing, I wouldn't like that, and sipping on lattes. Matt found a quiet
You've
corner
not been there before.
away from the noise and ordered a cappuccino.
One
Yeah,
cappuccino,
chocolate on the
please.
top.
Can I have a hottie chocolate, please?
Yeah, do you want to act it out?
Yeah.
Go
What
on.
do you like?
Pepsi Max.
Hot chocolate, please.
Here's a cappuccino. Would you like to sit
Oh,
in
yes.
the quiet corner?
Yes, please.
No worries. Across the cafe, Rick noticed the unfamiliar face and decided to introduce himself. I'm Rick.
You are Rick.
He, he introduced himself with his usual charm. He
That was it.
approached Matt,
I'm Rick.
striking up a conversation about books and
Go on,
such.
here we go.
Probably
To
should-
Matt's surprise, Rick was well read and had a genuine interest in literature.
blood
They soon
circulation
found
problems.
themselves
Bright red.
engrossed in a discussion about their favourite authors and books. This could be
What
interesting.
author?
Harry
Hi,
Potter
I'm
is
Rick.
a rip-off of the Lord of the Rings. Now, let me tell
First
you,
of all,
15
how's your
reasons.
cappuccino, sir?
Shit, I asked for hot chocolate.
Secondly, could you keep your voice down? This is the quiet
no
corner.
Problem, no problem. Have you read a book?
Yeah, I love a book.
What's your book?
I like a Harry Potter book.
Oh,
What books do you read?
Tolkien. Lord of the Rings, mainly.
I'll leave you to it.
No, let me tell you how Lord of the Rings is copied.
Meanwhile, on that very same afternoon, Sam was performing his heart out in the park. He's a busker.
Smashed it. Made 34p.
Unaware of the connection forming between Matt and Rick. Oh, he's getting jealous.
Is this some sort of weird love
I
triangle?
think we saw this
His
downstairs earlier.
melancholic melodies attracted a small crowd of listeners. Small crowd, because most of them are in the cafe.
I'm in the park. Rick.
including
Don't
a
want a big
dog
crowd.
named Max.
Smashed it. Called
who
what?
Sat
Max.
attentively
Oh.
listening by his side. He's got a dog listening to him. No one else.
You say that as a
He's
joke.
sitting in the park with a dog listening to him.
Smashed it.
As
Best
the
day ever.
sun began to set, Matt and Rick left the cafe together.
You're not welcome.
I'm not sure. I'll just double check where
How
this is
about the
going.
two brothers kiss each other?
I'm not
This is
sure why
fast
we've left
becoming
together.
some sort of
Hang
weird
on a
love
second.
triangle.
No, continuing their spirited conversation, Rick mentioned the guitarist he had seen at the
Spirited
park.
conversation. I fucking told you.
And Matt
Aragog and Aragon are very similar.
Matt expressed his love for music.
He does love it.
I love her music.
They
Me?
decided to check out Sam's next performance. It looks like is that the end of the story? I can't scroll down any further. Is that the end?
Let me.
Because that's a
let the cat
rubbish
in.
ending. Could do some work. But
No,
that was
it's not the end.
There is
Oh,
no
hang on. I couldn't get down.
Where did you get to?
Something
We
about your
decided
next
to listen to
performance.
the story.
I
We're
love
going
her
to
music,
listen to
me.
the music.
What is that sound?
Do you want to act it out? You still act
Has
it
anyone
out?
seen my dog Max?
Should we go and listen? Should we go and listen to the guitarist
He's
in the
dead.
park?
He's
Yeah. What music does he do?
Slayer.
I'm not sure, but he seems to have taken his trousers off.
I'm a fan of her music.
You say taken off, they were never wrong.
Right, so we've decided to check out Sam's
Jar of peanut butter
performance.
next to him as well.
What are you performing at the time?
Guitar.
Yeah, what are you? Is it one of your own compositions?
Well, it's a medley.
Okay. They arrived at the park just in time to hear Sam playing his soul-stirring tune on his guitar.
Frantic tick 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 tick.
The song's called Raining Blood.
Matt and Rick found themselves captivated by the music as they watched Sam peel down his trousers. They stayed until the last note faded into the evening air. After Sam's performance, he pulled his trousers up, zipped his flies, and said, "Come on, Max, we're going."
I
He
don't
said,
know.
after Sam's performance, the three men introduced themselves. Hi, I'm Rick. Sorry, this is Matt. He came into
Don't even know his
he
name.
came into the cafe earlier. He likes Lord of the Rings and such.
I'm Matt. I'm a librarian.
Yeah, he
No.
likes cappuccinos.
This is Max. He's someone's dog.
Yes, my
Stolen.
dog. All right, Max.
No, he's not coming back with you. He
Um,
likes the peanut butter too much.
Yeah, so the three men introduced themselves and realised the unlikely bond that have formed.
I've
Matt,
literally just fucking.
Yeah,
met
to
him.
be fair,
Matt,
you
I've only
Rick,
met
and
you
Sam.
two have no. You two have had a chat. I can't kind of see there may be a connection. You've just watched me
yeah,
play
but I
music.
love your music.
Well, you're
I
not
was
welcome to it.
captivated right until the last note as it faded into
You
the
brought me
autumn
in.
air.
What you don't know is it was a progressive track and it was 17 minutes long.
Matt, Rick, and Sam were vastly different in many ways, but they shared a deep appreciation for art, culture, and the simple joys of life.
You couldn't even spell culture.
In the days that followed, the friendship blossomed.
Bullshit.
They often met at Rick's cafe. So I've brought us together in the,
Yeah,
in
just
the
to
No,
get our
yeah,
money.
to be
Trying to
fair,
get our
you're
money.
just
Oh, two customers,
salesman.
bring them in.
2 cappuccinos.
I
is
ordered
it?
a hot chocolate. Hot chocolate's only £1. I'll give you a cappuccino for 2.
I'll have a tap water,
Where Matt
please.
introduced Sam to the world of literature.
Can't read.
Introduce him.
Welcome to the world of literature. This is my.
Welcome to the
library.
art of storytelling.
And Sam serenaded them with his guitar in the cafe. This is a bit much.
It's paid gig that though.
Okay. There'll be no payment. Who's
I
paying?
paid you. It's your cafe.
It's £40 a ticket. It's £15.
No, because I'm.
And a cappuccino.
No, I said I want
Um,
tap water.
They discovered the magic of blending words, music, and coffee, creating a harmonious bond that transformed their lives. We're on the last paragraph. Stay with us. And so, in the town of Willowbrook, the quiet librarian, the
The piece of
gregarious
shit-
cafe owner,
You had to figure out
and
what
the
that word meant.
talented
then.
musician, I had to swallow my strawberry, and the talented musician began an inseparable trio.
A band. We're a band.
We're a band now.
Proving that sometimes the most extraordinary friendships are formed in the most unexpected places. It's not that unexpected to form a friendship in a cafe.
No, to
You
be fair.
made friends
Or
with
at
the
a
person that
concert
serves
or
you
something,
coffee and you had
yeah.
a chat with a busker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
no,
out of it.
well, I
I
made
think
a
I've
band.
won this debate.
The
That
band's
was
called-
a beautiful story.
The band's
though,
called
wasn't
Luddick.
it? That was beautiful.
Was it?
You want to be in my band, Luddick?
No.
I don't want to join the band. I've got quite a successful venture flogging cappuccinos to people who don't know anything.
I'm
Right,
a
so
librarian.
right-
don't know any better. That was
I've got
better-
a job. You're a busker.
Write a better story. It won't be long. It's writing one. The mysterious key.
Let's have a.
Let's analyse that.
Let's
How did it do, first of all? As a story, that was quite well formed. There was a beginning, middle, and end. There was a story arch. There was more than one story arch. There was mine and your.
Write me a short horror story about Matt, Sam, and Rick the Dimbers.
There was.
Where
our,
at least one of them must die.
There was our friendship, and preferably, there was our friendship blossoming in the cafe over literature.
Was it a
It
friendship
gave you a
or was it a
backstory.
customer?
Said you're a librarian,
Or was it a
weren't you?
customer-server relationship?
You're a librarian. It gave Sam a backstory. It gave me a backstory. I was the gregarious cafe owner, social
I
hub.
can't add in the
go-to
someone must
guy.
So
die
he
bit.
doesn't want to say that somebody's
Yeah,
died.
you can't
so
put in,
I'll,
like-
I'll add that
That's
bit
fair
in.
enough, yeah. I thought it was quite a nice story. It got Sam to a T. He is a bit of a loner.
Not a bit, Rick.
You know, he likes his music. He's a talented musician.
I'm only here for-
Librarian.
I'm only here for the
you
money,
have
Rick.
some books. You like
Well, we're in a
literature,
room for-
do you?
Yeah, but he said you're charismatic.
and a cafe owner.
And how-
I have worked in a coffee shop.
Yes, so have I.
But you're still missing
So-
the charisma.
No, I've got the charisma. I read that
Charisma.
beautifully. People will go to sleep to that.
No, to be fair, Rick, you are
yeah, literally,
very
'cause it's so boring.
charismatic, unique. You have some nerve and very little talent. Do you know what that spells? C-U-N-T, Rick.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I didn't come up with that.
Did
from
you?
my head.
Hang on. What's he written there?
No, that's from RuPaul's Drag
See,
Race.
I thought the story did quite well. As an AI, that
Are
did quite well.
you reading this one?
No.
Do you want me to read it?
No,
No,
I'll
you've
do
had
it. I'll do this.
How long is it?
I'll do this.
this one's. To be fair, I did write a short story. It's shorter than the other
I
one.
mean, short.
How long have we been doing this
pages.
for? Everyone still with us?
We're
comment
This
and
is
sus-
just us reading AI stories. It's quite nice. Quite nice.
Like, comment, and subscribe for more stories.
All done.
Exactly.
You said you were going to do that
Send
more.
us your own story.
The Haunting of Dimbers Manor.
Oh.
Dimbers
there we
Island,
go.
we've
We'll do sound
returned.
effects. We'll do sound effects.
In the heart of a quiet, picturesque town.
Quiet,
Nestled
quiet,
amidst ancient-
quiet.
Get your fucking hand out there, I can't read it.
that
Nestled
in
amidst ancient oaks and winding streams stood the enigmatic Dimbers Manor.
Water.
Take a
It
piss.
had been the subject of countless local legends, whispered tales, and eerie occurrences and ghostly apparitions.
Is that the Teslats?
Matt, Sam, and Rick, hosts of the renowned Dimbers podcast,
Renowned's a bit much.
decided it was the perfect setting for their next episode. They had heard
We have
chilling
been looking for
stories
another. Yeah.
about the manor for years and were eager to investigate.
Where
its
is this
haunted
manor? Should we get it?
reputation.
We should. Maybe that's the next location. We
Hang
find
on,
a
are we doing
haunted.
the Halloween special?
No.
We'll use that for this,
Are
though.
you getting scared, are you?
Yeah.
Spooked.
One moonless
Get the
night,
guitar.
the trio arrived at Dimbers Manor, armed with recording equipment and a healthy dose of skepticism.
And sugar.
They began their exploration, exploring every
Cigarette.
creak, groan, and rustle of leaves, speculating about the eerie
Ruzzle,
history of the
ruzzle.
place. What do you think's happened here?
Ribbit.
I judge a thing.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
It's a manor.
No, you're not doing
I'm
the
gonna
effects.
assume-
You're,
Oh, sorry.
You're
Quite
reading.
old, so maybe a sort of a historic
As they
murder or
ventured
something
deeper
like that.
into the manor, a sudden chill
Ribbit.
settled
Frog.
in the air, and the lights flickered ominously. Sam, the historian, recounted tales of
hello.
tragedies
Of
and
1940s
curses
Germany,
that had
where he was
plagued the manor
born.
for centuries. The once sceptical Rick felt a shiver down his spine,
Ooh.
while Matt, the voice of reason, obviously,
Fuck off.
tried to
It's got you
rationalise.
wrong in every
He
single
swapped
story.
the names over.
Yeah.
Tried
Me and
to
Sam, it's come
rationalise
close.
the inexplicable events. It's just the fucking leaves.
He
Ribbit.
can't rationalise what he's having for breakfast.
I could beat every 6-year-old in the world. Ribbit. Very
They
reasonable.
reached the dimly lit, cobweb-covered library.
That's going to be no
A
good for
room
recording a
rumoured
podcast.
No,
to
got the
be
lights, we got the equipment.
epicenter of supernatural activity. It was said that anyone who dared to enter would be faced with a choice: to face the unknown or to succumb to their darkest
I'll
fears.
succumb to the darkest fears.
The room's atmosphere began shifting,
Ribbit.
and an unsettling silence engulfed them.
Ribbit.
Frog
Then,
in here.
an eerie whisper echoed through the room,
Ribbit.
chilling
Oh.
them to the bone. They strained to listen, realizing that the whisper was coming from a portrait hanging above the fireplace.
Oh my word.
Ribbit.
With trembling hands, Rick
Accurate.
approached the portrait and gently lifted it, revealing a hidden compartment behind
Why,
it.
just taking pictures.
Inside was a dusty, ancient book bound in human skin. Its pages filled
Human
with...
skin,
Yeah, I think
did
we
you
must have
say?
gone to Ed Gein's house.
whoa! I want out.
It's called Chat
Get the office
GPT.
ride.
Its pages filled with cryptic symbols and sinister
Whoa.
illustrations.
How
This has
sinister?
taken a
Is there
sinister
picture?
turn, hasn't it?
Ignoring the ominous warning in the book, Matt began to
course
decipher
he
it.
did.
Now we're in.
Now it's
We
Inadver-
were-
Yeah, yeah.
we're there now.
inadvertently
I've put it
awakening
down.
an ancient, malevolent spirit that
Well
had been
done.
imprisoned within the manor for centuries.
Ribbit.
The entity, furious at its release, demanded a sacrifice to appease its thirst for vengeance. I don't know, Sam.
Let's
Sam,
decide
you're the
who
only-
the sacrifice will
Who
be.
should we do?
Should we
Hang
draw
on.
straws?
Yeah, you draw a straw.
Rock, paper, scissors.
All right, ready?
What are we doing? 1, 2, 3, draw?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Well, we're not drawing. I'm going
Because
to.
you're going to do a middle finger or something.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dead.
You've won.
You're dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
You're dead.
I knew you.
No,
No.
because you lost the first round.
You
Yeah.
picked the book up.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I
So he's making the sacrifice.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you're dead.
Desperation filled the room as they realised the dire consequences of their action. The
Ribbit.
trio argued fervently. No, we just did a rock,
Took
paper,
5 minutes.
scissors.
Yeah, we did rock,
Torn
paper,
between fleeing the manor or choosing one among them to meet the spirit's demands. We're not fleeing. We've already decided that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Let's be honest, even if you won the rock, paper, scissors, you
I've
were
had a good time
sacrificed.
at the cafe. I've had a good
Hours
life.
passed. their voices growing hoarse, their nerves fret. How long's this guy going to wait?
Ribbit.
It's a spirit.
In the
they've got
end,
time.
as a malevolent entity's presence grew stronger, they made a chilling decision. One of them had to die to satisfy the spirit's wrath
It's me.
and ensure
What
the
did you
others
say?
escapes.
Oh, I'm not escaping.
The
Sacrifice
room
Sacrificing
plunged
myself for
into
you.
darkness as they extinguished their lights, leaving only the chilling whispers of the vengeful spirit echoing through the manor's haunted halls.
Maybe take your tent and top.
As the minutes turned to hours,
I just hope
the
it's
town's legends... Well, when did we become town legends?
Oh,
Well,
you
you
said it at
trying
the
to
beginning.
Cafe. He's a famous musician.
Fueled by the
and you're a
disappearance of
librarian.
Matt, Sam and Rick from the Dimbers podcast, their fate forever entwined with the dreadful
Nah, see, the
secrets
fans
of
are
the
worried
Dimbers
about me.
Manor.
They've come looking.
So I guess me and you disappeared because
Yeah.
we were going to be held responsible for Rick's
That
demise.
was chilling. Again, it's done well, I think. I think you're only... All this is
Sam
doing
didn't
is...
get enough mention because I thought, obviously, he wasn't going to say that you died, but so you.
No, you didn't really say what you
were there,
were
and then
you?
Rick took the picture off the wall. I fucked around with the book.
I sacrificed Rick.
Rick got nervous, and then
Yeah, but he said he was a historian. When we got in, he told us about the tales. He warned us, you could say.
So no, he's been wrong a couple of times. I have just writ. I wrote.
I writ once.
I feel. I am feel. I asked it to write a short description of Rick from the Dimbers podcast, and this is where you know it's bullshit. It's clearly wrong.
You saying that makes me believe that every word you're about to read is true.
Rick, one of the hosts from the Dimbers podcast,
That is true.
is a charismatic and outgoing
Charismatic
personality
keeps coming up,
known
doesn't
for
it?
his contagious enthusiasm.
You can't argue with that.
With a voice that can be can soothe and excite, he brings a unique energy
comment,
to the
subscribe.
podcast. Rick is a natural storyteller. His
they're
narrative is
written down
filled
for
with
me.
vivid imagery and colourful anecdotes that captivate listeners.
Make the
Struggles
voices
to come up
stop.
with anything of his own.
Make
He's
the
got-
voices stop.
I'm not going to read the rest of it. Should we do the same for?
No,
for
too
Matt?
true, is it?
I mean, you couldn't captivate a toddler.
Like, comment, subscribe.
You struggle to hold the attention of me and Sam.
Yeah, to be fair, I
I'm
am
not
pretty
doing
bored.
this for you and Sam. I'm entertaining the listener.
Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm just getting in for
What
you.
are they liking?
The video.
Oh, the video.
Commenting on the video and subscribing to the video.
No, don't comment because
The
then I'm
YouTube.
nasty.
You can follow on Spotify
Why don't you?
or Apple
Why
Podcasts.
don't you ask Chat GGMTV to write you a comment and post
GMTV.
it underneath the video?
Mr.
The
Motivator.
best Chat GMTV comment wins
So
a prize.
I've done Matt's. Matt's not going to like the very first
Nothing.
bit. So Rick, you got
We'll ask Chat GMTV.
Rick
for
is one of the
prizes.
hosts of the Dimber podcast.
Oh no!
Matt, the co-host of the Dimbers podcast.
Did you
that.
did you
see-
give it that?
No,
Oh.
I literally copy and paste and change
Because
it
where I
from Rick
see
to
it,
Matt.
you know, it's like manager, assistant managers. We're one team.
Assistant
Yeah,
to
but there's this,
co-host
again.
to the podcast.
Matt, the co-host of the Dimbers podcast, is the quiet intellectual of the duo.
See,
well,
it
it's
keeps
duo
getting quiet to you. Well, yeah, that is off.
with a calm and.
I like how you didn't question the intellectual bit, though.
I didn't want
'Cause
to have a
that's- no,
double
'cause
whammy. I'll get
no,
to
'cause
that. I was
that's
giving
true.
you a compliment
No, no,
sandwich.
With a calm and composed demeanour, he brings a thoughtful and analytical approach to the show. I'd say that's more me than you, to be honest.
Of the two of those descriptions, Sam, which would you say is more accurate?
They're both
Surely
from-
it's got to be me.
I would say I'll put one for me now. Essentially, I think Matt's mine, you're Rick's. Sam, the third member of the Dimbers podcast, so he got the
Just
third.
not even a co-host, just the third member.
I don't want to be a
The
host.
other one. The other guy.
Why does my name get this all the time? Is the resident historian and storyteller, not a storyteller, and I only like history about
You
war.
know your history.
I love war history. Yeah,
Yeah, a bit of a history.
I think that's from being born in Germany, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It comes with the territory.
You've got to learn about it so you can defend yourself, or just obliterate.
Part of your
Generations.
history.
With a warm and engaging voice,
Yeah, that's accurate.
he weaves a tale of past into every episode, adding depth and context to his topics discussed.
sounds like a school report, doesn't it?
Sam's passion for
How's Sam
history is
getting on at school?
palpable. Thank you, Mrs. Powell.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like
Yeah,
it
Mrs.
sounds
Do you have
lovely.
Mrs. Do you have Mrs.
Yeah, I
Powell for
bumped
history?
into them in Edinburgh. I was up there for
Is
an
that a
open
joke?
day for university. Got to the airport.
Don't mind us. We're just talking about school.
No, got to the airport. So there's basically these teachers were based in Dorset, right? So I'm in Edinburgh it was for an open day for university, and we got to the the porter cabin where you rent the cars. It was a.
I've never
Sixt or
been to
something.
Edinburgh Airport.
No, but you rent the cars in this cabin. Turned around. There's Mr. and Mrs. Powell.
Did you talk to
behind
them?
us. Yeah. They were like, "Oh, what are you doing up
Oh,
here?"
you're a
I
Matt's
said, "I'm here
brother,
for a
aren't you?
university open." They said, "That's ambitious." I wouldn't bother. Save
Get
your
yourself
time.
to the coffee
Save
shop.
your time.
Maybe you could have your
But
own
yeah,
one.
there they were. They were up there for a little mini break.
Well, I'm
great.
not going to read the rest of that, but I say that's wrong. Oh, hang on. For his storytelling, he often serves as the bridge between Matt's analytical approach and Rick's charismatic storytelling.
Yeah.
So it's
that's
linked
fair.
them two in this one
Yeah.
because I've already done the other two.
Oh, that's clever. That is clever. See, I think I'll win this argument. What are you asking it to do?
I'm
You're smirking away to yourself there.
A lot of obviously ChatGPT is what you ask it. You got to be so specific. So I'm
Please tell me I'm nice.
No, you can get so you can get it on like Gmail and stuff. You can have I don't think it's GPT, but you have an AI generated response, and you have to give it
predictive
specific
text in a way, isn't
You
it?
have to give it like specific prompts for exactly what you want. And once you get those prompts down, you can fire someone very easily.
Yeah.
I mean, you can send
I get
emails.
He's
fired.
desperately typing, tell me I'm the best one. You have to be really specific. Tell me I'm funny, charming,
Handsome. I've got money. I've got enough. We're just gonna see.
What are you telling it to do?
Well, we'll know
You're
in a
doing
minute.
A lot of typing, but
No,
not
no, no.
much writing.
You find out what he said from what he reads.
I'm gonna.
So,
I
no,
want to
it's
see the
basically
prompt
so-
that you've put in here.
So what I've done is I've asked for a short bio for each of us and then just given a few little.
I
Kinda
got a
what I
bio. You
kinda
didn't
what I
like
just-
the one you got.
No.
But make sure mine's
No,
really
I can't wait till he
complimentary.
reads yours. Rick, a member of the Dimbers
Yeah.
podcast, is a piece of shit.
Yeah. I've been really.
He has
specific.
no friends.
Have you written
no
your
personality,
description?
and no one
You're
likes
just
it.
asking ChatGPT to ChatGMT to read.
Why are
it.
you just in notes?
Oh.
How long were we at?
I have 2 hours. It's a long
We're
one.
at 36 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Matt, our charismatic and confident leader on
Yeah,
the
he's
Dimbers
written
Show.
himself.
Look what
He's
he's
written
done.
himself.
With
He's
a,
just, you've just
a dash
replaced
of
my
ego,
name.
that's hard to miss. Matt brings an infectious energy to the episodes.
Make
He's
it sound the
driving force
host.
behind discussions and never shies away from taking the spotlight.
I mean, that's accurate.
Sam is the anchor of reason on our show,
that's lovely.
striking the balance between opinions without causing division. Sam is the voice of moderation and diplomacy in a world of extremes. Sam keeps the conversations grounded.
Also is an extremist and will kill people.
Yeah.
And then we have Rick, our resident, well, let's say it, candid complainer.
There we go.
Rick's
He's written
knack
himself.
He's
of
written- he's
expressing
given this the prompt.
dissatisfaction adds a unique flavour to the show. He might be known as the whinging little bitch, but his candidness
I mean, there's
keeps
no
us
way
all on our
he hasn't
toes,
given it that
providing
prompt.
a touch of unpredictability to our discussions.
I mean, I'll take it.
no, I said, write me a short bio for the Dimbers hosts. Firstly, Matt, the charismatic, egotistical leader. Sam, the
Yeah,
one
so
who
you
tries
gave it the words.
Sam, the one who tries to be in the middle ground without
Yeah.
being too divisive. And Rick, the whinging little bitch.
So you've given it that expression.
No,
I'll
'cause
take
all
that.
I said was whinging little bitch.
Yeah, and it gave me a nice bit around. That was
Well,
only a
I've tried
compliment
writing and
sandwich.
stuff. You can't be too horrible, so he can't have written too much. I've tried putting Matt the Dimbers piece of shit bio. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that request. I've gone, I'll change
Because
it.
he knows me. He's like, he's not a piece of shit. You just don't agree with his opinion.
Matt the Dimbers awful human bio. I'm unable to assist with that request.
Again, you just don't agree with my opinion.
I agree with a lot of your opinions.
Has any of these stories changed your opinion? But this is the fun side of AI.
Let's
isn't
go
it?
into the dark side.
No, this
Can
is the fun
you-
side. This is going to cause no harm. I mean, it might upset someone with their opinions,
Why have you
But-
just write? How do you access the dark web?
I know how to access a dark
but
web, I don't know
ultimately,
What would you buy on the dark web?
you know,
but can you overturn the government? No, I cannot help with that.
Yet.
he can't help you.
He's not
He'll
gonna
do
tell
it
you, is he?
himself. Yeah,
You'll
don't
be
give away
busted.
the
This is on
secrets.
the podcast.
So that's the fun side. That's fun. We've all
AI
had
will
fun.
end up replacing jobs. Big
We've all
time.
had fun.
Big time.
Yeah, storytellers by the sound of it.
Bye bye.
We're already
Bye-bye.
done for. This will be the last episode.
You're welcome.
We've
Not
I think
really,
we've
no,
said
'cause
that
as I
every
said-
episode of this
As I
series.
said,
haven't we?
they can't handle the unpredictability of it. They can write
He's
and
gonna
make
slap
it
the
sound.
table
You
again.
can't
He's
handle
gonna
the
smash
truth.
the table again.
No, see, because I'm being.
I've never heard anyone get so offended
You're
at something that
expecting-
ChatGMT has written.
What? What am I offended?
You're
by?
upset because
Stop
it said you
talking
were the
about-
co-host.
Yeah.
You're upset because it said you were a librarian.
I mean, Rick, it can say what it wants. People watching this know
not
that
true.
I'm not.
It's not
There's
true.
a reason I'm always in the middle, and there's a reason I'm the face of our social media.
My mother has told me that I'm very important.
Yeah.
No, that's Rick, because he never gets a look in.
To
so
be
she's
fair,
like,
though,
"You still
the
are
reason
important."
me and Sam don't want to be the face.
It's because you couldn't.
I don't
handle
like
it.
my face
I'm the
on
body.
camera.
You couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle it.
I'm not the face.
In
I'm
fact,
the
this
body.
episode
I've
will
got
just be
fame.
cropped.
Got enough.
But yeah, have you learnt anything from ChatGMT?
No.
Are you convinced that it's
I was already
there's
with.
good, there's
I was
good
already
sides and
convinced.
bad sides?
Yeah, but it's the same with everything.
So we're both agreed that it is good for society but there must be guidelines in place.
Don't get political.
No, just
Regulations.
guidelines in place.
It's not guidance,
in
regulations.
place,
Do you think?
Careful,
Because you know
There's
how
a difference between guidance and laws.
Shout out DJ Audits. Please can have a keyring.
you know how if you were to send an email on your phone, it immediately auto does the sent from my
Predictive
iPhone
text.
thing at the bottom.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
delete that.
No, I know, but do you think if something is generated with AI, it needs to say at
Nah.
the bottom generated by
No,
AI?
there's no point of having the AI.
What, like
element.
sent from my iPhone?
No, yeah. So it would say sent from ChatGPT or
written
That's
by
a good
ChatGPT.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point because
There's
that
no-
would do away with this sort of cheating at schools and stuff.
well, it wouldn't because you can
There
delete.
is a worry
you can delete
because
that.
this is explored
Yeah.
in the South Park episode. Stan is texting Wendy, isn't he? And he's using ChatGMTV, and she thinks the texts are from him, and there is a danger in that because she's falling in love with GMTV, not Stan.
Yeah, but what's the point? If you you can get rid of that. So if I wrote on here, say, all right, write me an essay about 1940s history.
We're not reading for an essay.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Short-
if you're saying it would help with
three-sentence
homework and stuff.
Mark Sam's essay. in
I
the
could just
comments.
copy that, paste it onto a Word document, remove the bottom bit, and then that's gone.
What if it was watermarked all over? That could be part of the regulations.
Yeah, but I
okay,
don't.
then here's a
When
question
would
for
you ever need that? When would you ever need to
If
write
there
an
were
email back to
two
them?
key regulations, that you would put in place that would
I will take the
lay
drone over.
that would put your mind at rest, what would they be?
I wasn't paying attention to what you said.
The key piece of legislation you think is needed for AI to protect people.
Well, you just
Yours
need.
presumably is
I
a
think
disclaimer
if
when
you
it's been
looked-
written with
'cause
AI.
You know, you can create images and whatever. If you were to use that on some form of packaging or whatever, it would have to say on the back, generated with AI.
Again, I think you're better off if you've created an image on there. It must draw inspiration from somewhere,
Yeah, it
right?
does, which is the grey area, because if it's
Yeah,
taking...
but surely they should then have to have a
but
backup.
it's probably
of-
not drawing any more inspiration than you are yourself, because when you design
No, I
anything,
know,
you draw
but-
inspiration from somewhere.
But if like I said, if I drew a T-shirt that was 90% like that, he could still take me and go, well, this is copyright
Because
infringement.
AI
He's
might...
I've
covered.
news for you, Sam.
AI might
This is
go.
my AI generated t-shirt.
AI might go, well, I'll just take the Grim Reaper from this one and change the background. So in theory, it has directly copied that. But because it's got 10 points of difference, grey area.
So you want a disclaimer?
I don't
That's your
think.
big bit.
I don't see the point
I
of using
agree
it.
with
No, I
that.
think,
I
but
think
if it
that's fair.
references, so if it did reference something, it would have to go, I have referenced this, by the way. Wasps just flying.
Generated by AI.
What? Well, that's
Oh
it.
my word.
Everybody stay still.
Rick,
strawberries.
Strawberries.
Should we call it there because we need to get rid of a wasp.
No, hang
No,
on.
I think
leave
we're-
the episode up.
He's
It's
let-
gone.
he's let himself
He
out.
doesn't want to end it. He doesn't want to end it. He's loving it.
It's like, this is awful. I'm
He's
getting out of
subscribed. He
here.
doesn't want it to end.
So yeah, you'd have a disclaimer. I go along with that.
I don't
I'd
see the
also have a
point of having-
disclaimer. So what would your big piece of legislation be?
There needs to be someone of relevant, not authority, but has some sort of relevance.
You are the authority here.
I want to be the overlord.
You want to see every piece of
No,
generative.
but there needs to be a body that regulates it that have some sort of knowledge and expertise in AI, rather than.
chat gem.
So if
Ofcom
if
and
I
everything.
wanted to write an email, I don't want them to say, "Well, ChatGPT wrote this."
But if a human is vetting what's written, then surely that defeats the purpose of AI, because AI is supposed to be smarter
no, I'm not
than
saying they need
humans.
to. I'm saying there needs to be a body that can ensure if there are any disputes or anything comes from this.
To remove
A
the
regulatory
grey.
body.
Yeah,
So to
someone who. So that, like I said, if you've done if it's more about the images and creativity.
somebody could wind you up in a lawsuit here, so maybe
Yeah.
don't use that.
And then if like I said, a T-shirt again. If I went with that, they can pull up everything that's been used to inspire that
Okay.
picture.
So you want a regulatory body.
Yeah,
You
so
want-
yeah,
I want to
suppose-
head
I
the regulatory.
I suppose with that, you could say, right, here's my image, and then if you want to use it for a commercial reason, you send it off to this company, and they'll be like,
Maybe
Okay.
not. Maybe not a company.
Maybe not.
Not someone who's
I've
getting
got-
paid for it.
I've got the same.
Why? You want to be head
I've got the same.
Yeah,
thing.
but I'm not a money grabber.
Okay, so I think we're
You'll be
okay. So we're
exploited.
all
I didn't
okay.
give you the wage yet.
Wait, wait.
250 grand a year.
I'm in.
We're all
Sign my
okay with AI. We're all okay with AI in moderation, with guidelines.
Garen,
Because now I'm
Legislation.
panicking. I'm going to lose my job.
No, yeah, but we don't want that to happen.
see, I
think
can't
it can
lose my
help
job
you
from
in
it.
your
I
job.
don't see how.
I definitely can.
No, but I think it can help you in your job.
Oh,
I
it
would
does
see
help
it as
me.
a help in your job rather than a hindrance.
Well,
Until
the way
it
I
starts
see it,
building
It'll
houses.
save you time.
At
and
some
whatnot.
point, somewhere down the line, even if I'm not doing the
We'll all
graphic
lose our
design
jobs
anymore,
anyway.
I'm going to have to
Yeah.
tell the AI what I need.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think you will. Your boss will probably do that.
So there we go. So are you happy with that outcome? It can stay.
Tell
Room
us in the
101.
Tell us in the comments
Oh, no,
what you
sorry,
think.
wrong episode,
Use
sorry.
it sensibly.
Yeah. Gamble responsibly.
I need
Chat
to-
GMTV
Right, so-
responsibly.
I need to write myself an outro now.
Draw a picture of Rick.
I don't
Post that up on the
Chat
socials.
GPT's just text.
Yeah, no, it is a bit.
Why don't we know what we can do is we can maybe I'll ask Photoshop to do a generative image of the Dimbers Show and we'll post it on the socials. If it does it, that's what we'll do. I'll promise you. I'll make it.
So we finished because I got my outro.
Yeah,
now.
we're done.
I'm
Just
just
do it
playing now.
responsibly. Chat GMTV responsibly. Hit us with the outro.
Thanks for joining us on the Dimbers Show today. We hope you enjoyed our lively discussion. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode.
And like and comment.
Stay tuned for more thought-provoking content. And until next time, keep dimming.